What is up, ladies and gentlemen? We are back, and before I start today's video, I want to remind you guys that I am now streaming on Twitch. I have to start over. My following from Mixer is going to be completely switching over to Twitch. So if you can, the first person that actually stops by my Twitch stream, when I go live again, I'll give you a nice little gift. But you got to talk in the chat to actually receive that reward. I do have Twitch drops enabled, but so basically to explain how that works is they have to watch the streamer, and when they kill a boss or an abyssal or dungeon boss, you get Twitch drops, and everything is rewarded that way. And you have to link your account through Bandai. So again, I am streaming now on Twitch, so if you can stop by, I do it every day. So make sure you hit that follow button, and if you do, please hit the subscribe button for the channel. It helps me out a lot. And yeah, so now we're going to jump into today's video, which is going to be talking about the Guillotine build for the Berserker. I know everyone's been asking about that for the longest, and I'm sorry that it's taken me such a long time, but the main thing is Night 1 fragments don't come cheap, and I don't want to build for something that I haven't personally tested. I don't want to give you guys misinformation. And personally, I don't have all of the blessing completely maxed out. Like I said, I unlocked it like 2 weeks ago, and I haven't been able to actually do any regionals with this because normally I just mob grind, and that's how I get my skill points. But with that said, there is gear that you want to be using for your Zerker, which is going to be the Seize Axe. So you do not want to be using the Nameless Double Heroes Axe. You want to be using the Seize Axe. Mainly because you can potentially give another 56% debuff along with the debuff in pants. So for that, the secondary, you obviously want to be using a new totem, which is going to be the defense totem. The defense totem or the HP totem that is in the marketplace. Both of those totems are found in the Abyssal Sundered Sanctuary or in the Chieftain's Throne Room, which gives you the defense totem, and the Abyssal Sundered Sanctuary gives you the HP totem. But if you're going to be going for, like I said, Guillotine build, you want more HP and defense. The runes that you want to be building for, personally, in my opinion, is going to be reds and greens, or yellows and greens, or if you just want to have like a nice transition going back and forth between your earthbreaking, just keep your whites. Mainly because the necklace and ring that you're going to be using is going to be it's either going to be the Necklace of the Corrupted if you're going for the white build, the white rune build. Yellow runes if you're going for Royce's necklace for PvP, which most people usually do Guillotine with Guillotine, so you can do your nice PvP build. Or the Horde necklace, which gives you the attack buff. So for the ring, there is a god-like ring now, which is basically gives you 12%. I don't know the number exactly. I would say 11 to 12% of your HP for each crit damage. From each attack that you do, about 12% of your health back. Not sure if it's 12% of your health back or 12% of the damage hit. I haven't tested it yet, but that is the ring you want to be using so you can save on pots, or you want to be using the Bloodlust ring or Desert Song ring because it gives you crit damage if you're doing the white build. Now, if you're doing the raw build, which is just raw attack power, you want to be doing the Ring of the Black Sun because it gives you an HP buff for your Guillotine build of 1853. That's basically extra health, so for per swing you're going to be able to regen a lot more, and it gives you attack power, and it gives you PvP attack power. And either this ring, if you're going for the red build, or also the last, which is the Ring of the Serpent God. I'm not sure if anyone shared one recently on Global. Let's take a look. Looks like no one's shared one recently. So with that said, those are the runes you're going to be going for. If you want to go for PvP, I would do the greens. If you want to save on pots, go for greens and yellows. Now, if you can sneak in the reds, you don't even need all that many reds, to be honest, because look, the Ring of the Black Sun, the extra HP, you only need 2 reds. So the most important thing is yellows, greens, or whites. But if you're going for the Horde necklace, you need 9 reds, and you need 9 reds for the Sinister Ring, or you can do 2 reds for the Ring of the Black Sun. I'm going to show you a little bit of what it looks like. So I don't have it actually. I take that back because I need to unlock it, the Guillotine on this. I need to unlock it, the skill points for it. So that's another reason why I haven't done the video, but I can definitely talk about the build. So for the helmet, if you're going for the crit build with Guillotine, this is the build that you want. You want the Unsung Heroes Guard. You want the Mythic Chest Piece because You want defense when you're standing still because unlike Earthbreaker, you can stand there and take it. You can take hits and it won't knock you back. If you want more damage, then you use obviously the old Empire body armor. Now for the legs, you want more defense, but you have to sacrifice that for the leg armor of the knight. Because right here, when you have the leg armor of the knight, you get Guillotine reduces affected enemies' defense by a max roll of 56%. This is the only one I got from Infernal Kitchen. So this is the one that I'm using. So you want to have to equip that on. The shoes, you want the old Empire boots because when you have a strike on your guillotine, you get 8.8% of your max HP. So depending on your total max HP, you get 8.8% per swing. So my max HP right now, because of the build that I have on, is 12,036. But you can get more HP with certain different types of gear. I left the rest of my armor in my warehouse, but you can want to get the defense A gauntlets for more defense, or you want the extra health if you want more health on swing. So there's a max roll of 1,039, I believe, on the marketplace. They're really cheap. You can get them. You can get more health. So the two things you want to be building for is either you want to go for more health or you want to get more defense. Personally, I like defense over health, but over a certain point it plateaus. So you don't want to get too much defense. So for shoulders, you want the attack shoulders, obviously. The waist, you are not going to be using this waist anymore. So for the waist, you're going to be using not the Unsung Heroes belt because this is a belt specifically for defense down, for earth breaking. What you want is a Fury belt that you're going to be using so you can get more Fury on your attack. So that way you can be raged up instantly. It's a lot easier to build up rage using the Guillotine build than it is using the Earthbreaking build because when you use Guillotine, you can actually build up rage much quicker, especially if you have the Whirlwind belt. So you guys can kind of see what this kind of does. I don't have any of this maxed or unlocked, so unfortunately you can't really see this to its full potential. I will be doing a playthrough of this blessing when I do have it fully unlocked, so you guys can see what I'm talking about. So I'm going to use Star Seeds. I'm going to go straight to the next part. And I'm going to be telling you guys the gear that you could be getting. What's up, Waltart? I'm almost wrapping up this video. I'm going to be ending my stream soon. I'm going to be cutting this down and uploading it. That way people can see the best Guillotine build for the Berserker. By the way, Waltart, I did get the axe that I was talking about, but I forgot that you wanted a sword. I got the attack axe. So with that said, for the Berserker, you definitely want to have max defense down legs and max defense down axe. If you just want more attack, more raw, you're gonna get more damage per second having the Seize axe because there's a new axe on the marketplace which is the attack axe. But are you really gonna sacrifice defense down for the entire team? Remember, this is more for PvE builds. I haven't done any builds on PvP because that's a whole different subject and I have to do 5 new different builds for that so everyone can do the correct builds efficiently. So going back to the marketplace, I'm going to show you guys the belt that I was talking about. Because there's actually potentially 2 different belts that you can actually use. The belt that you're going to be using is, let's see, the Old Empire belt, which is basically the Fury belt, or the crit damage belt. If you want your crit rate for the crit build, then you can also use the belt of the knight. That's the only reason I would ever use that belt because since you're swapping out your crit boots, you can put it onto your belt. So that's actually the best thing that you can do. So the shoes, you don't have these shoes anymore. I usually use the Blue Dawn boots, but if you want to have your crit rate back, you can literally put it back onto your belt. So you can use a crit belt, you can use a crit damage belt, or you can use a Fury belt. Personally, I want to use a Fury belt because the more I am raged, the more I am actually hammering down with the axe. So that's just my personal opinion. You don't, again, let me reiterate, you don't have to do everything that I'm doing exactly. This is just my suggestion, you know, after playing Berserker for such a long time. So for the offhand, let me show you again from the beginning the gear that I'm talking about. So the Black Star Epiphany is the axe that you're going to want to be using. So here we go, rolling down. Let's see, Black Star Epiphany right here. Defense down 42%. The highest one that's on the marketplace right now that's mythic is 42%. So you want to get better ones. Like this one's a 49%. Great runes, by the way. Why You know, for crit, yellow. For Royces, 2 greens if you want to do Ring of the Black Sun. Very flexible. Now again, the shield or the totem is right here. Is a defense one, which is called, let me double check, the Old Legion totem. That is the health one. That is 1,039 extra health. So my health is at 12,000. So with that, I'll have 13,000 health if I get a max roll. Now, the Totem of the Ancients, is that the one? No, that is not it. The Totem of the Forgotten Knight. That is the defense totem. So that gives you, so you want 1,000 health, extra health, or 1,700 defense. And remember, you're going to be face planting most of the hits when you're using the Berserker build. So you're going to want to be building enough defense so you can stand there and withstand the hits. You're not going to be knocked back most of the time because for some reason, I mean, it's not for some reason. The way they built it into the game is that you don't get knocked back as much. Now, if you want more health, then you can get the health basically helmet, which is basically here. Max roll health helmet, and this is full straight red build. You're not building for crit at all. You're getting reds, yellows, or greens because you're only building for health. So Old Empire Guard for health. Body armor is the same, defense armor or the crit armor. Greaves is going to be the defense down legs. Boots, you cannot choose anything other than the health regen boots. Gauntlets, you have flexibility. You can choose the health or you can use the defense. Gauntlets of the Knight or the blue dawn gauntlets. Those are the only 2 options that you can get. Shoulder armor, no choice, attack shoulders. And the last thing is, like I said, Belt of the Knight, Blue Dawn belt, or Old Empire belt. Personally, I like to be raged most of the time. So more fury gain, plus 2% to 10%. And basically a max roll is 10% extra fury gain when I'm whirlwinding. I am going to grab that because most of the time you're going to be whirlwinding, guillotine. Whirlwinding, guillotine. So the only thing that you have to choose before you do your entire build is whether you want to do a ring of reds, yellows, or greens, or whites. Like it all depends on what kind of build you want to do. So the necklace that I was talking about, like I said, I showed you, is a Horde necklace. It's right here. Let's see, Necklace of the Corrupted, Horde necklace, or Royce's necklace. And you have a certain amount of things to activate. So you need 3 white runes, 3 reds, and 11 yellows. Personally, this is still a fan favorite for PvP. None of the new necklaces actually caught my eye after this update. They're not the meta. The meta, I would say, is probably this one right here. This is probably one of the most broken rings in the game right now because it restores HP equals to 12.8% of the damage dealt. I haven't personally used it, but it is there. So, the last thing I'm going to note is the Ring of the Black Sun, which is right here, and the Sinister Ring if you want extra defense and attack power, or Bloodlust Ring if you're going for the crit build. So, I've said everything that I had to say. It all really depends on your accessories. If you're going for a crit build, you have to build a certain way. If you're going for a raw build, you have to build a certain way. So that's why I haven't really made a video on this, because unlike the Earthbreaking build, which is clear cut, which is straight crit, the Guillotine Zerk is such a different class that you have to make sure that you have everything that you want beforehand before you make that build. And I'm going to conclude this video with just that. Hopefully this helps you guys out and you get what you need, because if you don't have the runes for it, then you're not going to be able to get what you want. So my guess, my opinion, is to build for greens and yellows, get Royce's necklace for the defense, and get the greens for the either Ring of the Black Sun. That way you can enjoy PvP, but also be able to use that other ring as well. If you want to not use Ring of the Black Sun, you want to use that crit damage damage dealt so you can get HP back. So, because trust me, you don't want to be wasting pots, and that's the best thing about being a Berserker, is you do not waste pots. Not wasting pots is literally a beautiful thing, because it saves you money and you can buy things with your cash, star seeds, with everything else. But that's pretty much all I gotta say. I'm gonna conclude today's video with that. I will be unlocking skill points to unlock the Guillotine, so you guys can see firsthand what it looks like. But it is gonna take me time, because as you do know, I do have 5 other classes, so it does take me a lot of time to get everything I need for every single class. My next goal right now is to get Blinded Executioner for my Berserker. So thank you guys for watching. If you haven't already, please follow the Discord, be a part of the community, and join the guild and start contributing so we can get that guild mount, which is probably one of the sexiest things in the game. So if you guys haven't already, you know, join the guild. I don't mind what level you are. We just want to get some content. That's what we're here for. I'm gonna reiterate again, I'm ending my stream right now. I'm gonna upload this video. Once this video goes live on YouTube, I am probably going to be streaming again. So the first person to come by, when I do go up, I will give you a gift. Maybe it might be some piece of A gear, maybe it might be some seeds, maybe it might just be a Twitch pack, you know, just by watching, or maybe we can run some dungeons together. We'll see. But also, if you do have Amazon Prime, please support the channel. I know I always say this a lot. My PayPal is in the description box below, but if you don't have any cash and if you do have Amazon Prime, please feel free to subscribe to me on Twitch via Amazon Prime. It costs you nothing and gives me everything. It helps me continue doing what I'm doing, and which is basically doing daily videos to help you guys get through content and answer any questions that you guys do have. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to follow the socials: Instagram, no, I can't even say Mix anymore. Instagram, Twitch, Twitter, the Guitars562. Discord is in the description box below. And thank you guys for watching, and I hope to catch you guys on my Twitch stream in about 5 to 10 minutes when I'm uploading this video. Take it easy, guys, and have a good one.